I'm Ksenia Semenova. I represent the local non-profit organization Metalab.
Hi, Yaryna Stepanyuk. I am local development advisor and Communities Europe project.
Yes, and we want to give you an overview of the NEB Create that will be launched over the next 12 months, and we want to give you an overview at where we see the synergies with what you are already doing in other existing hubs. In UK, we have multiple crises, as you know, but the two most relevant to what we are talking today is the level of damage. And for example, the estimation is that from 10 to 30% of the existing housing stock was destroyed or damaged. And at the same time, roughly 65% of the employers say that they cannot find the skilled workers and the employment levels are still high. So this is, on one side, is a tragedy, but on the other side, we also look at this as an opportunity for a significant transformation, how these are happening and how the business is done. And in Crate are already projects that are being implemented based on the net values, and we want to harvest these projects and we want to support the initiatives that are already doing this and to amplify these approaches and make them more mainstreaming in the future.
I'm happy to represent here Avon Energy as a portfolio in Ukraine. They are working with very different topics, energy efficiency, sustainable construction, etc. But what we share definitely is understanding that represent not to be the practical framework for Ukraine's reconstruction, not just something what is nice to have. We started working more closely with the topic in 2024. One of the elements was the survey which we conducted definitely identifies a big gap between the need for some knowledge in like those topics and the fact and in fact the knowledge level in practitioners in Ukraine. And that's why we come up to a very simple but very close solution that we should need a big risk in the country to make sure that sustainable reconstruction may be possible, but not just a decoration. And in 2024, also with our colleagues from InnovaWood, we launched this project which allowed us to start working with Ukrainian stakeholders through training, through workshops, through data trainers. Also, as you can see from this picture, beautiful Isola, to start laying the ground for the future NEB Academy in Ukraine. We found beautiful partners with a lot of people who are ready to go on with this.
Yes, so there will be two organizations that will be with Metalab and Prilog. He will be starting steering the process of funding the hunt in Ukraine with the support from GSR and other colleagues, and I hope maybe with some of you as well. So briefly, one of the organizations is Metalab. It's a non-profit urban lab that has successive experience in earthquake research, emergency repurposing of buildings over the last 3 years. And we also have sustainable material lab with our own workshops. And the second partners from Prilog is Ukraine's leading trade for community-led, human-centered recovery and innovation through programs, culture, economy, and education. So these two organizations will work in over the next 12 months. And here are our main goals that we want to go on co-creating governance of the local hub together with other stakeholders. So these two organizations are kind of steering the process, but we want to engage all the other organizations and experts who already debate, will be testing some educational formats. And these are just initial topics that we feel are important and will take up attention from academia, from professionals. But we keep this list open because we want to engage other partners, provide their expertise and work with them together to shape, what will be the focus of our hub in Ukraine. And here today, we want to invite you to look at this as an opportunity for us to share what we know, because we also believe that we can bring knowledge to you from our specific context, but we are now living in the world that is unpredictable with all the natural disasters, and we never know what kind of response we have to give to the situation. So these are the expertise that we feel Ukrainian community only has and is open to share. And we also seeking some opportunities to learn from you, from your 2 years already. It's running the hubs, particular and the governments, of working together with different partners locally, and maybe sharing also what are the guest lecturers could be here. You can see the QR code here. We'll stay here for a few slides. This is a way, if you're interested to initiate the conversation with us, this is the easiest way to reach, or also to you have our contacts in the beautiful list of contacts that organizers prepare. Thank you for that. This is where we see that we might learn from you, but it's also where we are very open to see maybe this is something else. And Sabine, we are sort of at the beginning of the project, of the process of launching the hub. We look at it as a kind of joint educational process for us, and maybe also to give to you something that we learn on the way, to do the just, sustainable, and culturally rooted recovery in Ukraine. So everyone is welcome to join us, to talk to us, because my Ollie is also here in the audience with the pictures here for you to identify. So either you can talk to us while we're here, or approach later via emails or other ways of what it convenient for you. Thank you.